that he was in a better position to energize voters on the left, and in fact, he believes he's better able to be Donald Trump and Republican. What is your response to that?
Well, each of us has to run our own campaign. I know with a lot of enthusiasm, as I just witnessed walking in the hallway here to the office of the Secretary of State. I'm going to run my campaign. I'm going to run as hard as I can. I'm going to make the case for what I think the country needs and do my very best to earn as many votes as I possibly can.
Secretary Clinton,
as a candidate,
Thank you, ma'am. Does being former First Lady and a former Secretary of State, and all that includes Secret Service, make it difficult for you to run the campaign that perhaps you'd like to run here in New Hampshire?
No, not really at all, Josh. I feel very, I feel very fortunate that in this campaign I've had so much time to listen to people, and when I go out to the rally that we're doing here, I'm going to talk about some of the people that I've met here in New Hampshire and why their stories touch me so much, and what I want to do as president to help them deal with the issues they face. I just said hello to a woman that I first met in a town hall in Dover, and maybe some of you were there when I called on her. I didn't know her, and she said she had basically come over because she is taking care of a husband with Alzheimer's and a mother with Alzheimer's. And is there anything we can do? And she's supporting me, and I was thrilled to see her because, it's that kind of interaction which to me makes this real and gives me both the extraordinary responsibility and opportunity to try to run a campaign and then to be president who's going to deal with not just the big problems that are in the headlines, but the ones that keep families up at night.
Secretary, in the South Carolina forum, Martin O'Malley said that he was opposed to a military draft, for a war tax. Bernie Sanders said that he supports letting all 18-year-olds vote as soon as they turn 18. What do you think about those ideas?
Well, actually, I proposed the 18-year-old registration in a speech I gave a number of months ago in Texas Southern University, so I'm 100% for it, and I want to make sure it happens. I think every 18-year-old should be registered to vote when that young man or woman turns 18, unless they opt out, and I would hope that very few of them would opt out. And I think it's important that we continue to have the all-volunteer military. There are certainly differences among the three of us who are on the Democratic side, but our differences pale in comparison to what we find on the Republican side, and that's why you'll hear me talking a lot more about what's at stake in this election, given where the Republicans stand on the economy and education, health care, and basic fundamental rights that people have. I don't want us to see the progress that we've made after President Obama inherited the worst financial crisis since the Great Depression from his Republican predecessor to be ripped away. So we're talking about what the real stakes are.
As a leader in the Democratic Party, are you going to use some of your leverage to convince some Democrats not to vote for the Trans-Pacific Trade Agreement?
No, I'm going to state my position, which I have.
And you're not going to lobby one way or the other?
No, and I think that it's appropriate for the congressional leadership and members of Congress and the administration to battle that out. If they want to know what I think, I'm more than happy to tell them. I'm not against it because I don't think it will meet the test I've set, which is to create more good-paying jobs and raise incomes